instead of a mid to A. Draken and Exist are moving into CT spawn. They can see over the smoke towards the window position, but FaZe will still push in that direction. There was a flank coming. I wonder if it was a knife, but 4 versus 2 now. Nico and Olofmeister remain.
Yeah, Crims did some really good work there, to be honest. Nico with the flank. How much can he get? He's going to... very good trigger control. Oh, so fantastic from Nico. Getting 2 out of that. He's given Olofmeister a chance, but that will be dashed just as quickly as it comes.
Will be an exchange. Now, does he fancy the 1 versus 1? In the meantime, Flush is in a horrible position. Can often find CT getting caught. They're forced to rotate, but Olofmeister, he is back, isn't he? The 1 dig on JW. And now he's stopping the rotation of these CTs. Doesn't necessarily need to fight to the death there, but he will. And that means that the short position is open, but FaZe are charging back towards short from the A side.
It's so difficult to approach from long. The ranges are very troublesome, and you can see short is just as bad because it's the plant for short. There's the main defense up there, and it's going to be easy for them to clean up. There's Fnatic. Words are hard, James. And that's a very good first kill from Exist, but falling back is not an option. So many players here to respond from FaZe. Draken, though, will come out with the scouts. Although the bomb site is in contestation there from that short push. Draken desperately trying to hold, but he can only do so for so long because there it is. The push is going to combine short and long, and that will be a 2v2 with the bomb. Not actually quite free to plant. Crims could... oh, it's thrown across the smoke. Crims spots it, but can't find the kill.
Oh, boy. Now, Carrigan is on his own. Moving away from the long position, moving away from the scout, but he's exposed. Those barrels offer little support. Stuck on the site now. Still doable, but the car position will offer great support for JW. Maybe he'll get shot in the leg instead. Execute from FaZe Clan, moving towards the A side. Flusher hits something, but Carrigan's almost basted him. Take the gun as well, and now Draken has to hold on to long.
This is almost a repeat of one of the previous rounds for Fnatic, as we have this dominant short positioning from FaZe, and it's very difficult for them to fight their way back into this. They will try to, but a triple peak for Exist to deal with is never going to work out. And once again, Fnatic are being punished for losing short control. Okay, Guardian wins the battle against Draken. There's another one to be had. He's so quick, and that is definitely a free path for his team to just run into the A site now. Not sure what Fnatic can do about this. They will try to trade out towards middle, and that's successful, but they have the AWP on the bomb site to worry about, and I think that might be too much of an issue here. Their positioning is, once again, terrible for the A retake, and with Nico also here to provide a crossfire with Rain.
And indeed, there, down goes somebody. Draken going for a high flashbang, but there are T's all over the place. They are just getting outmaneuvered at the moment. Rain doesn't need to take that fatal engagement there, looking for Flusher towards Goose. The Canada Goose will watch him go down. Only 2 players remaining. This may require a timeout just to figure out how did we get so... I mean, they were not expectant of that player on the ramp. Unless he was relying on his teammate in the pit to do something about it. But he had to look at long as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a great execution from FaZe. And this is one of the things I was wondering, you know, how much detail will we see from these teams on their pushes into bomb sites, their set pieces? Because here we have, you know, FaZe, they get everybody up short. I think, oh, is Exist going to survive? That would be cool if he could, but it's looking troublesome. But yeah, FaZe had 5 players who could just stand on short. They ran the smokes in, they ran the B-split smokes. A couple of smokes, he might find a perfect angle. Has to duck behind cover. Oh no, that could be bad, but perhaps the trades can come in. Not quite. Exist only gets 1. I don't think that's really enough. In comes Flusher very quickly, but it will be Carrigan to take down Flusher immediately. And at this point, Fnatic probably thinking about the save unless a bunch of mistakes are made here by FaZe Clan. Although Crims will find the player cutting off rotation or attempting to do so. That's a very standard position to have somebody in lower dark, so you can often expect someone to be sitting there. But otherwise, Fnatic are locked out here. They do have max loss bonus though. Crims is looking for something, but nothing.
Pop flashes, but this time they're going to engage him, and it's the numbers, but he will spray 2 of them down. And now Guardian has to think twice about that. It's only taken 11 rounds for him to get that engagement. And maybe they can do something with it. Olofmeister forced to push his lurk further forward, but nothing doing. Draken towards the car awaits the final 2 players.
And desperation for FaZe. See if they can do something here. Draken Very strong position for him at this point. Not the players or utility. And this Guardian, that's a nice shot. But down to 13, he can't win the round at this point. Bomb is in no man's land, and he will be heard running around. Can he get the flick? Nope, absolutely not. JW with the kill. And a great defense there from
JW. And they're going to charge straight through this smoke. Have they seen where he is? Around a double stack now, starting to creep in, looking for a flick, but not quite landing the mark. So many targets for missing the shot again and again. And that's another round for FaZe.
Yeah, that's very frustrating for JW. Even if he gets 2 kills, they likely don't win the round.
Make of this.
Yeah, going for that B split, and they've been slowed down by the efforts from flusha. He's done a really good job. He's given a great warning system too. They know it's coming. They just have to hit the shots here, and so far it's not going too badly. They line up for JW. That's a great recovery. 3 versus 1 Guardian with 10 seconds to plant, looking to try to find these shots, but he cannot escape. Exist will cut him down in his tracks.
Towards B, and Guardian's already moving away from the B bomb site towards A, so perhaps FaZe have got information very quickly. Indeed, Karrigan's abusing that range of the USP for a kill onto flusha. The P250 should get picked up. Indeed, it will by JW.
That's the perfect start. Fnatic don't get an opportunity to burst up long. There's a push coming up top mid, so they might be contained here. olofmeister can get these frags. That's a great shot. He will get traded out, but Nico's doing similar work in the lower dark position. And now, Fnatic, what do? You've got 2 players left. They still do have the bomb, but the CT's all over the place. USB Collective 4 exists, but minute left, and we'll have another engagement here towards T-Spawn. Nico. Oh, he's going to get a free one. Oh, no, JW turns around, somehow gets the kill. Maybe there's a chance now, thanks to JW.
Exist still hiding top mid. He can hear the sound cues lower. They start to rotate. JW is just selling everything at the moment, but Karrigan knows the bomb hasn't been spotted. He will stay towards the A site in that short position. Now, JW's made his way down the stairs. You've really got to be careful with the sound cues you give away in B halls, because some of them can be heard from the slope or from the B site itself. Slowly creeping forwards now. We've got a mid to B smoke with 28 seconds on the clock. JW continues to sell, and he's given Exist a 1 versus 1 on the A site. He's got to find it. Spots Karrigan. He's got to go now. He's got to run. He can try and plant for short if he gets the kill, because JW would have position. 16 seconds now. Karrigan knows if he goes down, he can plant, so he just has to hide. Now that plant comes for short while JW harasses. Oh, Exist, he loses the duel though. JW doesn't have time to kill both these players. Guardian has to hide. Karrigan's close and may get taken down, but they will win by timeout. And there it is. Timeout win in the pistol round. Ooh, you did wonder. Oh, he'll be at a disadvantage, creeping around the smoke, baited there by the likes of Fnatic. Did he see the bomb on the radar? I don't think he did. Now we've got Karrigan asking questions, and we've got problems here for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, they may just have to save here if they're not careful. There's a full setup of T's on the bomb site now, and there's no way back in. The weapons are terrible here for FaZe. Doesn't stop olofmeister getting another kill, though. But still, in fact, with that kill and now an AK, perhaps that will actually convince them to give this one a go. olofmeister does have the kits, and there are some flashbangs and so on, so they can at least make this hurt for Fnatic. Of course, FaZe do have another buy in the tank, no matter what. But this flank could really seal the deal here for Fnatic, with flusha coming up in middle. It's a matter of time here for FaZe, and it will be made very difficult indeed. And there you go, flusha to finish it off. Fast rounds, Fnatic mix up the pace, and this is, oh god, this is going to catch FaZe completely off guard. What a great call coming in for Fnatic. That surely has to be the round. 3 kills immediately, the bomb site lost immediately. Oh wow. And FaZe didn't have... Did they have an AWP?
I don't know, but they had a really fast 2-man push on the short position. But Fnatic were even faster through the middle doors. Exist lurking top mid.
Players coming out of B, trying to assist middle. And here comes the long take. 45 seconds. Nico's going to spot this. Crims goes down. Nico causing distraction. They're still trying to look for Karrigan. They'll find him. But Nico's committed here. Oh, they almost line up, but they bait the shot perfectly. And now it's just Rain with that AK, and he is alone against 4.
If he can pick off JW, though, he's got a Molotov for the site. Can he get it down fast enough? He's got the flashbang, but the Molly would surely kill the time. Oh, it's come too late. That's another one gone, though. 1 versus 2. All of a sudden, we've seen him do more disgusting things than this. Molotov deployed to the site itself. There is one player on the slope. 2 AKs for Fnatic. Oh, it's a flank. Can they get the 1 versus 2? Indeed, they can. flusha popping out, and there is the round.
At this point, Draken will harass towards the A site. He's going to keep rotation. away from that B-bomb site just for a few moments, and that might make the difference. Guardian with the scout, they pick the right side. He gets the first shot, can't find the second in time as the gun reloads. And Fnatic, oh, once again, Nico, another frag.
Oh my god.
Just completely blind.
Moving on that short position. They will hear this running. Carrigan still on long. 2 players in the tunnel. Rain waiting for them. Guardian entertaining for a time. This party's been finished. And now the bomb can get planted. Flusher trying to cut off the rotation. 3 versus 3.
Deep breath for both teams. These rounds so
compromised they are, so they will continue to secure that short position and go for the retake. They've got 5 men alive after all. Just this Flusher needs to get eliminated and Nico will take him out. And now there are issues for Fnatic. FaZe Clan going for the retake. Carrigan could get flashed through the smoke or even boosted up. There are so many problems for Fnatic. They turn around and that's 1 kill, but they've got 4 more to find. 35 seconds. They can frag for a while before they try and plant this bomb. Crims continues. He's got 3K so far. And Guardian and Rain are just around the corner. Drakony sees 1. That's a lot of information for Fnatic at this point, and a bomb goes down.
Big kill from Rain. Draken is still a massive problem towards this long position. There's no smokes to deal with him. Only Guardian, who has a scout, is trying his job. Whoa, okay. Well, that just works straight away then. Draken now, under lots of pressure, misses the flick. Draken! Oh my goodness.
The first flash is spotted, but I think Fnatic know there's no AWP, so they may not be too shy. There he is again, JW. All FaZe see is 1 player. And now Rain has much to do. There's 1. The 2-man spray down, but there will be more trades.
Nico with the AK. It's Nico after all. He's making a lot of noise. JW's close. JW has a resmoke. He's got 2 flashbangs. He can lock Nico down just with utility if he chooses to do so. He's actually going and turning his attention towards the dark position where Carrigan is coming from. And obviously, they have to go for this last round of the regulation. And it's down to Nico. No. Oh, yeah, does have a kit. He's found a flashbang as well. That's going to go in there. Out comes the AK. Can he do this? 3 players to go. Absolutely not. Denied by 4 players rushing forwards. A smoke put down by the CTs. Once again, that's going to make it very hard for the Ts, but great kill from JW to make things easier.
Nico has next to no positioning now. JW is the only man on short, though, but the CTs don't know that, so they'll still have to be careful. Olofmeister and Nico go down in stereo frags, and that is the round. FaZe have to save what they have remaining on the B bomb site. Guardian he's still alive. Doesn't matter how much HP he's got, he's alive. They're both blind. They're both facing the car position. That is absolutely wild, but now it's a 2 versus 5. Carrigan top mid, but there is no bomb there. The bomb's getting planted on A.
Okay, 3 versus 2 now. The flashbang, well, Carrigan's dead, never mind. Olofmeister alone. It is the last round of this half, so he's just going to have to go for it. Does not have a kit, no grenades. Might get a peek, though, from Flusher. There it is. Good timing from Flusher, just as Olofmeister drops off the ledge. UMP comes out, but it's Flusher to close it all down. The
answer is 1.5. JW is looking towards CT spawn at the moment, but he's not far from Exist. In lower tunnel now, but it's Exist looking for the ace, and he's not going to get it. Olofmeister making his way to the site. Nobody on long. Where does he plant the bomb? Does he go for bad plant? 15 seconds. Does he go for a short plant? He's waiting for rotation, sees nobody there, so he knows how he can plant the bomb.
Olofmeister, he's entertaining a world in which he can clutch this, but the Molotov comes in and denies him. It was a valiant attempt, but Exist damage was just too much.